So every time I've made a conscious decision to shift my mental state, I've been given an opportunity to go back to the old world as the old man. Let me give you an example. If I've been in a relationship, I will always, every time I've been in a relationship, I will always, like a actual relationship, not just I'm seeing someone, every time I've been in a relationship, I will always get an ex-girlfriend or an ex, like a girl that I used to see, date, pop back up into my world, pop back up into my life, and try and rekindle that relationship. Now that's only happening because I've shifted state, I've shifted my mental state, I've chosen, I'm a new man in a new world. So I get the opportunity to go back because the body is the unconscious mind. So the body has thoughts, has feelings, has memories, has experiences that it remembers. And since I've left that world and I've left that old state of being, I'll get a girl saying, "Oh, hey, how are you?" Trying to make conversation, trying to start up a conversation, trying to start up, rekindle a relationship, some sort of relationship, whether it's physical, emotional, or both, whatever it is. And I'd always pause and be like, it's too late. It's too late. I'm not going back. We had our moment. My love for you was uncomfortable because the light, we are too close to the sun to feel its warmth. Most of us are too close to the sun to feel its warmth. We just feel its heat. We just feel this uncomfortable light. So most of these relationships from my past, they didn't feel the warmth. Their own insecurities pushed them away. For whatever reason, they all have their own reasons, they all have their own stories, and that's okay. They played their role perfectly. If there's no judgment or condemnation, they played their role perfectly. And they would experience my heat and my light, and it was uncomfortable for them, which is why it pushed them away. When I shifted state and I'm in a new relationship, now they feel its warmth. And then you can relate to this because when you're in a relationship or someone's in a relationship, all of a sudden people come out from the woodwork, or they're all of a sudden more attractive. And we associate it with different things, like, oh well, if they're in a relationship, it must be because they have something that someone wants. There must be something good about them. Maybe they got money. Maybe they have they're very good in bed. Maybe whatever it is. We associate all these silly things, but it's not that at all. It's that like attracts like. So when you're in a relationship, you're not looking for a relationship. So you don't need a relationship. So you're not coming from a desperate place searching for someone out there, somewhere and elsewhere, because you already have it. Like when you have money, more money just comes to you because you're not out there seeking it somewhere from someone elsewhere. You already have it. You already believe you have it. You already know you have it, so you don't want it or need it, which is why it continues to come to you and flow to you, because you're not coming from this desperate place of lack. Doesn't matter if it's love, doesn't matter if it's money, doesn't matter if it's sex, doesn't matter if it's food, jobs, friendships, relationships, whatever it is. When we're coming from a place of lack, I don't have it, I want it, or I need it, or I would feel better if I had it, that is the signal that we're transmitting and emitting out there. So then people see this message on our forehead that says they're looking for a relationship, they need a relationship, they want a relationship, or they need a friendship, they need friendship, they want a friendship. And it gives off this sense of desperation, in a sense. It's a tricky game of balance that we must play, this tightrope of life that we must balance ourselves on. Another story is, there was about 4 months ago, I made the conscious decision I just flipped the switch. I'm gonna start eating a lot, I'm gonna start training hard, I'm gonna start looking after my body. Not that I don't look after my body now, but I'm gonna put more attention and effort and care into building my body. So I downloaded a little app on my phone that would track the calories, and all I had to do, because I don't want to live like that, I don't want to think like that, but all I had to do was scan the little barcode on the food, whatever food it was. I could scan it, or I could just type it in, what I was eating, for example an apple, and it would calculate the calories, so that way I would have everything there. And I did all the calculations of what I would need every day, and then it was easy for me to just scan shit as I went throughout the day. Or at the end of the day, I would just calculate everything all at once and say, oh yeah, beautiful, I hit the targets. Oh nah, oh there's a bit left over. Oh, I hit the protein target. Let me go fill up on the carbs. So let me go eat some fucking sugar. Let me go eat some chocolate and whatever, bread, whatever it is, right? Now I can just eat the things that I enjoy. Not that I'm just having, not the things that I just have to eat to reach my targets, right? So I would do that, and it became a beautiful little game. It became a funny little game that I enjoyed playing. But the night that I made that decision, I received a phone call from a friend that I haven't spoken to in over a year. And it was the old world pulling me back in, giving me the opportunity. Where you going? You think you're a new man? Where you going? You're the old man. Look, let me remind you. Stay where you are. Stay comfortable. Stay where you are mentally. You're okay where you live. Where you live here mentally, this mental state that you dwell in is okay. We're comfortable here. It's known. It's familiar. Where are you going? Don't leave. You've got all this furniture in this mental apartment, in this mental mansion. So I got a phone call from this guy, and I looked at my phone and I was like, ugh. And I just felt it. I was like, ugh. And I didn't answer. It was 7 o'clock at night, so it was surprising that he even rang me. So maybe he didn't have his mates around, maybe all his mates were busy or whatever. And I was just like, ugh. What are we going to talk about? The old shit? I'm going to listen to your story, the old story, and talk about the government and talk about fucking all this bullshit? And I just felt it, like, ugh. The conversation didn't even happen. I didn't even have the conversation with him. It was just the thought of having a conversation with him that made me feel that way. Now, whether it's appropriate or inappropriate for me to think that way, I just wanted to I'm not interested in this old world and this old relationship and this old conversation with this old man as the old man. I'm not interested in it. It's done. It's like, let the dead bury the dead. Rest in peace. Let it rest in peace. So I had the opportunity to go back to the old world and be like, hey, how are you, man? Yeah, oh, government, yeah, oh, yeah, cool, yeah, they're trying to kill you, yeah, all this fucking junk, all this fucking rubbish. So as I felt all these emotions arise just from the thought of having a conversation with him, I sat there and I allowed them to be there, and I noticed them, and I was aware of how they were making me feel and how it was uncomfortable in my body. And then I let it go, and I didn't feel the need to ring him back or make an excuse or text him or whatever, or nothing. I don't fucking care. I'm not interested. So we always get opportunities to go back to the old world because it's known and familiar. So your body, the unconscious mind, will present you. It's a present in this, the present in the unconscious mind. The unconscious mind still thinks it's a present, so it presents you with an opportunity of, hey, don't leave. It's good here. We know what to expect. We're comfortable. It's known. It's familiar. You don't need to work on your body. You don't need to change this. You don't need to take a flight. You don't need to change your clothes. You don't need to fucking move state. You don't need to move house. You don't need to get a new job. You don't need to think of just... It's good. It's good. What we know is good. It's working. And you are the operant power. So every time you notice an opportunity from the old world to pull you back in, that's a win. It's a win. And then you will start collecting wins every time you notice, look, an opportunity to go back to the old world, an opportunity to go back to the old girlfriend, the old boyfriend, the old job, the old fucking story, whatever it is. Look at the opportunity trying to pull me back in. You are the operant power. So you choose. And it's not heavy. It's not hard. It's not difficult. It's fun. It's supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be fun. With these videos, with these conversations. Do you know how many times there's an old story that comes up and like, man, what are you doing putting these videos up there talking about this stuff? Who are you? What have you done? Why would anyone listen to you? You're too young to know this stuff. They don't care about what you have to say because you're too young. You're the same age as them. You gotta wait until you're 60, 70, 80 at least. That way you can say that you've lived life and you're talking from experience, because who's gonna know or think or believe that you have experience now? You're only 33. How do you have this experience? How do you have this knowledge, this wisdom? Babies come here with this wisdom, and we scrub it out of them with these rules, with these stories, with our beliefs, with our opinions. Babies come here with that knowledge. It's innate. It's our intuitive, deep knowledge. Kids know this. Children know this. Don't they say that the children and the drunk are the most honest people there are? The child is a representation of unconditional love. It falls down, scrapes its knee, cries, gets up, and continues to play. So whatever has happened to you, whatever story you're carrying within you, whatever burden you insist on carrying, it's okay. Cry. Let it out. Acknowledge it. Be one with it. Let it rest in peace. And then get up and continue playing. I don't want you to deny these stories. I don't want you to pretend like they didn't happen. But every detail in your life has led you to this very moment. And you wouldn't be able to change any of these details. Otherwise, you wouldn't be the person you are right now. So, the person you are right now is perfect, and you choose how to express that perfection.